Saints secondary, as guys have only been here a couple of weeks. So this by no means is over. Brady, ball for a shot by Sharper. Inbounds, clock runs, Falk gets up. Timeout taken, New England. It's last. Let's hear that one. Wow. Full speed. Catches him with the shoulder pad.
You know, Greg Williams has all these statistics for big hits.
15-yard line, 2nd and 8. Sanchez throwing, intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darren Sharper. Sharper up the sideline. Sanchez not going to get him. This is going to be about a 98 or 99-yard return. There is a penalty marker, however, in the middle of the field.
To the right. The touchdown is good. We're in the return. Personal foul. Low block. Number 6 of the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Well, Darren Sharper has more interceptions than any active player in the NFL, and all he did was play center field. Right there, you see Sanchez go in low on Jonathan Vilma. That's a penalty. That's a personal foul. But Darren Sharper just read the eyes all the way of Mark Sanchez. He never looked off, never looked away, and that was off.
Glover. And the Saints fans know all about how good Leroy Glover was.
Here's an interception by Cobb, his second of the day. And who else? Darren Sharper still going. Cobb is the only guy who can bring him down. And he cannot. Darren Sharper with career interception number 57. The active leader and more points for the Saints. That's his 9th interception for a touchdown in his career.
Right in your rhythm.
That's right, except this was a rhythm changer. As Darren Sharper becomes one of 5 players in NFL history with at least 10 defensive touchdowns on the pick 6 of Eli Manning to put the Vikings up 14-7.
Yeah, you see a miscommunication here with the quarterback and the tight end. Now, Darren Sharper did this in Green Bay, and he's doing it in Minnesota.
And Peyton
took quite a shot there. That's all. I was worried about him.
Eli Manning picked off by Darren Sharper. This made Tice feel better. And Darren Sharper, one of the big free agent signings, could go all the way. 92 yards. Eli made him turn in, but there's no help, Tom. 92 yards. And here's what the coach saw. Oh, man, we're not making fun because...
Just goes to show the way a great play can overcome some pain that you're feeling. Coach pretty excited about.
After Darren Sharper intercepted Harrington and scored, Detroit was down 24-10 early in the 3rd quarter. Green Bay limited the Lions to just 33 rushing yards and held Harrington to 101 passing yards. On the Bears' next possession, Hutchinson was intercepted by Darren Sharper, who returned it 43 yards for the score. The Packer lead was now 21-7. Favre was relieved followed by the strangest play of the game. When Byron Leftwich lost the ball on a hit by Kabir Kabaja-Biamila, players on both teams assumed it was an incomplete pass. But the whistle had not blown, so the Packers' Darren Sharper slapped the ball out of Vince Manawai's hands and took it into the end zone. The stunning play was ruled a fumble recovery for a touchdown that gave Green Bay a 10-7 lead.
Manning now, another co-MVP, another MVP of the league, I should say, Favre against Kurt Warner. Warner right at Darren Sharper. Big day for the Sharper brothers, Tom. It was a Sharper image. There's the, hey, took 22 yards and Favre is back, 14-13. A minute 19 to go in the half. Cordell Stewart to the rookie Justin Gage. Oh, man, the Bears would have been back on top by a touchdown.
What a great...
He was going to pass 4,000 yards for the season, but Drew had one of those games. Ball tipped into the hands of Darren Sharper. How many big plays have we seen him make? Although he left the game with a sprained right knee on the play.
Yeah, and, you know, I've talked often about those 2 passes that Drew tends to throw a lot of times.
They really do take all the precautions today.
Dolphins just 3 points out of their last 19 possessions. Final play of the period is an interception by Darren Sharper, and he's way out in front, and nobody will catch Darren Sharper. touchdown. 89 yards. I tell you what, you need a Lambeau rest after you run 89 yards.
I think he took a little Lambeau rest, then he took the Lambeau leap. I think it's fitting that Darren Sharper takes a Lambeau leap because the first guy that ever took a Lambeau leap was the safety for the Green Bay Packers, Roy Butler.
And the quarter ends on that play. The conversion by Longwell. Darren Sharper did everything but pull out a Sharpie. End of 3. 24-0.
Backs lined up at the 10-yard line. I don't think Dante can throw it that far. 3 guys deep. Pressure. No, he can't. And it's intercepted by Darren Sharper. And Sharper's going to try to run it back. He needs to get on the ground. The game is over.
He wants a touchdown.
Sharper runs into his own man and goes down at the 17-yard line. That's the ball game. The Green Bay Packers have beaten the Minnesota Vikings.
In the first half, Saints ball up 21-3. But Brooks off back foot, picked off by Darren Sharper. It's an image that Brooks didn't want. Down to the 14-yard line, at least Darren stepped in to make the play. At this point for Brett Favre. Terry Collins. Picked off by Darren Sharper, reads it perfectly. It's hog tie, but the pack in business.
14-7, field goal Packers 17-7. 4th and 5. Jim Miller, 2.5 to go. There, it's incomplete. It's on an interception, incomplete. And you know who loves it the most? Vince Lombardi. Looking as good as he's ever looked. Meanwhile, down 17-7, Elvis Gerback. Picked off by Darren Sharper. Dad had a tough time. Jamie plays for the Ravens. 6 at the end of the half. Lions looking to get it closer, and Charlie Batch off back foot too far. Darren Sharper with the pick, and I don't know why he ran it out, but you know what? That's time touchdown pass list. Culpepper trying to make something happen. Overthrows, picked up by Darren Sharper image. His 9th of the year, tops in the league. And sets up a Longwell field goal, 33-21. 3,000 Packer fans down to Sun Devil Stadium to help sell it out, help the offense. Thomas Jones hit by Darren. Bill Parcells for the Jets. Vinny Testaverde hurt last year, back this year. Vinny to Wayne Raspberry. Cribetti never turns around. And Darren Sharper image is there. Leaps a tackler, returns it inside the 10-yard line.
First half, still 10-7. Jim Miller to Ryan Wet Knight. And boom, Darren Sharper says good night to Wet Knight. And he was laid out a little bit.
Well, you saw the time on the clock. Less than 20 seconds. He's trying to make something happen. Inexperienced throwing the coverage. Wet Knight side cut.
Next possession, Niners down 10-7. Steve Young to J.J. Stokes. Tyrone Williams knocks it away, and Darren Sharper is there to make the interception, but the Pack could not convert.
In the second half alone, Sherman Williams trying to get Dallas going, but it would be this sort of day. Hits a fumble. I promised him if he did it, I'd give him the name. Darren Sharper image. Touchdown. Packers 45-17.
For his first ever NFL touchdown. That's his first ever reception. Great fake punt here, but Lonnie Johnson finds out it's not all glee. The Bills did recover the fumble as Buffalo rallied to try and make a game of it. Johnson not even looking and destroyed.
In the second, Darren Sharper picks it off, though, going the other way with it. 50 yards, continuing to run down the sideline. One to beat, nobody to beat. He's in. Packers go up 14-7.
That's what caused Dante Culpepper to pull that ball down.
Greasy is intercepted. Darren Sharper, and he is gone. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings, Darren Sharper, the longtime Green Bay Packer. In his first game, intercepts it and returns it 88 yards for the score.
And we just talked about, Kurt, how he's a guy that's going to jump around. If he sees it, he's not going to sit back and wait. He studies a lot of video, and once he sees a certain key, he's going to just jump that route, and that's why he's got more interceptions over the last 5 years than anybody in the league.
The celebration going on the sideline and in the stands is Paul Ettinger. Comes on to attempt the extra point. Oh, the Vikings were looking for their new players on defense to make an impact. You can't get much bigger than that.
I know one thing. If anyone thought I wouldn't look good in purple, look at me now. Look at me now.
Everyone got a chance to see Sharper in his brand new uniform showing off for the folks.
Yeah, that's why they brought him here. That was his 6th career interception return for a touchdown. That's why they brought
the end of the first half. And then the third quarter, 24-10. Chad Henne is picked on the tip drill by Darren Sharper.
That was a good throw. That ball should have been caught for a completion. Here he goes again. Darren Sharper, he gets out.
Well, the ball spurts free, and there really was no good angle as
50 cameras.
Yes, it is. Rough night.
Yes,
Again,
it is. Thank you, Tony.
Donovan McNabb sitting, watching, wondering, what have I did for me?
Bears had plenty of time here in the whole field, so they are not in panic mode with 156. Orton is letting it go deep downfield for Bernard Berrien. It's intercepted by Darren Sharper. His 53rd career pick, his 4th of the year. Sharper down at the 39, and with 1 timeout and 98 seconds left, the Vikings are in great shape to move to 8-6 and send the Bears and the Eagles and the Lions and the Cardinals